number 1 is gonna be on Bazaar. We're talking Cloud9 and FaZe. Alex, I'm excited. I'm shaking
I'm
right
damn
now.
excited, Tony. This is it. These are the big leagues now. Top teams in the tournament right here. Time to find out where they stand. And I guarantee this will be a bloodbath on both sides. But the opening strat has set the precedent for all this, Tony, and I can't wait to see who pops off the rip.
And the first time these two matched up here on Recharge Oddball, we do see a 1.2 KDA going towards FaZe and more damage per minute going towards them. So as of right now, I mean, clearly they love themselves some Bazaar CTF.
I mean, both these teams can slay, that's for sure. Just a matter of whether or not they got the timing, the pacing necessary to get to the base, to pull flags with the first kill on the board. That's bubu dubu. FaZe Clan gonna open things up. Renegade coming in with the rockets, though. He'll answer back. And Eco, you can see, quickly running out of options thanks to a double out of bound on the feed. But Renegade still got the rockets here.
Yeah, although Bound was able to get the double kill, this rocket's going to be so important in the hands of Renegade. Ends up earning himself an assist, going right down to 1 shot. Meanwhile, StelluR winning an individual battle over towards bottom mid, giving himself a double. And once again, Cloud9 are in the driver's seat.
StelluR with the biggest play so far to open the game. He's 4-1. Being a nuisance for the enemy team, but Renegade doing the same. He's got Shoddy in hand, rocket side control, and Tony, we talked about it. Gives your team a valuable perimeter. And what's even more valuable is getting behind enemy lines. There goes Falcated. Renegade will deal with him.
Renegade really not afraid to let loose with the commando. One of the best players that I've seen take use of it. Eco earning himself an assist off screen, ends up pushing toward the locker side. Does have a few members of FaZe in front of him. Obviously doesn't care as he goes in for the challenge on some bounce, but then quickly slows it down a bit. He's waiting for his teammates to grind forward, but ends up getting caught.
Trying to play for map control, work off of his teammates' damage. You can see C9 aware of Snip3down down below, but it doesn't matter. What an outplay on the Renegade. He'll get the shotgun for that. Snip3down has just opened up an opportunity for FaZe to get aggressive on the base.
Snip3down able to get the Bulldog. Falcated already playing that forward player all the way towards the bar, but Nate starts to come in, and so does Pznguin. Now we do see a pull going in favor of FaZe, but they still need a fresh round of slays as they get it towards the Rocket Alley. We should see some overextenders coming in from Cloud9.
First pull of the game goes to FaZe, but a double dilemma on the board as they got to fight for OS as well. You can see C9 will break away with it. Pznguin just trying to do what he can to delay them at the doorway. That flag still sits down bottom rockets, and Renegade, you know he wants to get to it, but open space to get there. He was waiting on Dynamos as well. Nice little cutoff. That'll slow down the flag run. Maybe give Renegade a team time to pounce on the flag. As he does it, he'll take bubu dubu. Second nade down. He can get to the flag to counter this.
And notice how Renegade had no reason to run across mid-map and go for that reach. And he says, no, let me push over to the enemy base. Let me get that early pull and make sure that this flag at least gets started. So this way, if they get another round of slays, they can relay it forward. However, they just went 2 down. Now FaZe is challenging Renegade here over towards the BR side. Like you said in the feed, StelluR might have gotten a pivotal double kill.
Snip3down's been going huge. He killed 3 on the feed. Last one up is Renegade to keep this flag going. As it happens, FaZe, they run theirs through the alley. So bubu dubu with a nice little checkpoint on it, but he's not safe. Pressure coming in from C9. Use of the thrust, too, to make things difficult for bubu, but staying alive long enough for Bound to pick up the pieces here and keep the flag in play. You can see C9 continue to hammer them in the back of the base. That's a pivotal double, though. That's going to keep him off the flag, and Snip3down, he's still here to defend.
Nice double kill out of Bound, but you still have Cloud9 grinding forward, especially behind the slaying prowess of StelluR. 11 kills, only died 3 times and chucking up 3 assists as well. He is a thorn in the side of FaZe Clan.
Both teams sending their numbers to get the flag and counter the situation here, but it looks like FaZe are the ones under more pressure. Falcated not worried about it, though. He'll take a double out of that situation, and FaZe finally get a breather. How will they act off of it? Pznguin's still center map here. Got a thrust to work with to be a nuisance. You can see OS about to spawn up. So Pznguin trying to milk his life, but Bound not going to have it. Snip3down with a kill, too. FaZe numbers advantage. Sitting by the OS. Can they convert this into a challenge? We'll see.
big plays we made across the board, especially by Falcated earlier. I say it all the time. This team goes the way Falcated does. And people think I'm crazy. I'm like, no, Falcated really is. He's the leading slayer on this team half the time, getting a big kill onto StelluR. Now going in for a crucial challenge here. Has a few of his teammates coming in on the palm side. Snip3down ends up going down. We do see a cleanup kill. There's one more player in between them and the Reacher, and one comes out of nowhere. They need to win this individual fight.
Oh, Bound and Foul working together in perfect unison, baiting and switching their way through Treehouse. Here comes Falcated, but Eco not gonna have it. He'll shut him down, and that was a massive line of defense. Eco fending off FaZe for just a little longer, but now it's C9's turn to try to break out of base, and quite a standoff we've had here, Tony. Look at the timer, 7 minutes on the board, 5 minutes in the game, already done and dusted, and these flags still sitting on each side.
Great defense coming out of Cloud9. We had 3 members of FaZe Clan that were in their base, and they were getting slays, but Cloud9 answered back, get the pull on the flag, and we are holding on to this standoff. Bubu Dubu going in for the challenge over towards the palm tree side. That player's still holding bridge. Snip3down ends up getting caught with his pants down. Has to go for the challenge, but he's not able to get the win. Pznguin takes 2 down. FaZe are now on the ropes.
You see the efficiency out of C9 sending their numbers forward. The worry with these challenges is, do you leave somebody back at the base holding the flag and go down in numbers to try to get aggressive to return on the opposite side? But what you can do is kind of send your numbers and have faith that the first person to die will then spawn up and replace the teammate who dropped the flag behind, right? So it's that cycle and this idea of always having the numbers up in the fray and always making sure you're advanced on the map. Because of it's C9, they'll find their positioning on the flag for the re. StelluR's right beside it to put this in. FaZe are going to try to get aggressive, but do they have time to stop StelluR? He's one shot. Pznguin will clutch up with 2 on the feed, and StelluR plants it in. The first cap of the series goes to Cloud9.
Despite being one shot, StelluR able to punch that flag in, goes in for the challenge on the Falcated, and wins yet another one, putting his 16th on the board. He and Renegade combined have a total of 28 kills right now. They're absolutely deadly. And speaking of deadly, we got Renegade on screen.
Right, the worrisome situation here is FaZe. They sent all their numbers in a desperate attempt to stop the flag last second, and in doing so, they lost the sandbox, they lost the OS, they lost the rockets. So Renegade and team, they're turning 1 cap into 2 at this rate. The snowball effect for FaZe gonna be difficult to come back from. There's somebody waiting in the doorway though, just to slow it down. But bubu dubu, StelluR made quick work of him. Renegade still bottom map, and look at the damage he's doing, the multiple angles here to keep this flag in play.
Arguably the best team in the world, Cloud9, up 1-0 at the moment here, but Falcated ends up getting the nade kill onto Pznguin. Bubu Dubu gonna take down 1 as well. Now we have Bound and FaZe start to grind forward. Multiple falling on the feed. They haven't got a flag pull just yet, but if Bound would have won that gunfight, we probably would have had one. That's a pivotal kill coming out of StelluR.
I mean, that's Bound's gameplay 101, right? On the 50-50, goes for the aggressive challenge, plays full confidence, but if he ices up, massive kill for his team, maybe a flag opportunity. If he doesn't, he's dead. And maybe a missed opportunity for FaZe to get back to center, but we'll see. They'll do that regardless. Snip3down here, alley, all 4 members pushing up in unison. StelluR just died, that's 2 down. So FaZe with their numbers, this is their chance for another coordinated push.
Yeah, back-to-back offense coming out of FaZe. I mean, they're really starting to get their slays. They're really getting into Cloud9's base, but they have to get the clean frag. They have to be able to get them while pulling the flag at the same time and being aware of where the spawners are coming from. Pznguin trying to defend the flag over towards the palm trees. Able to take down 1, strikes first, but can't strike on the second one. Overshield coming up, and Renegade not going to be on the map to grab it.
And why isn't he on the map? Because Falcated flying in from above, hit him with a back smack. Falcated is still going. Snip3down does eventually die. He was making massive plays in the base, of Falcated going to have to double back just for a second. Wait up on Bound and team to get close. And if Pznguin gets close, I mean, welcome to the death screen. Man's got the shotty to work with. There's his team onto the flags of FaZe. One of the biggest opportunities they've had this game to get something going here. It's happening now.
Bubu ends up going down. We're going to switch gears over towards Snip3down. He's going to join his teammate over to the black screen numbers in favor of Cloud9. And usually when you have numbers, that means you have map control as well. Bound taking some heavy damage, forced to back down to try to play his life, but spawners are coming up at Cloud9, and they know where he is.
The worry with Bound is, yes, he's close to flag, and maybe he can pull it to draw attention, but rockets are about to spawn, so the double dilemma, you'd like to see it maybe draw him to center for a sightline to help his team here. Securing Rocket's going to be so important. Maybe leave it up to Falcated to do so. Bound still in the treehouse, I believe. Ooh, but Eco with a big kill. You know what? Actually, it looks like he's double back. He's collected the Rockets himself. Let's see if he can make plays with him. C9, they got number center here, and Bound needs these kills.
Collected himself was right. His team was actually 3 down, and somehow
three.
Bound still able to get away with the rocket. Ends up getting the double kill and then the kill from the grave. All 4 members of Cloud9 going down. FaZe need to take advantage.
Tony, what was so masterful out of that play from Bound, though, the melee and the nade after the melee, there is no delay between 2 melees and nading in between. Like, you can still hit the second melee just as quickly. So Bound wasting no frames. He's putting out more damage, tossing that nade down, getting the 3rd kill. And that efficiency gives FaZe another chance at this flag. 2 dead, Snip down with it. Let's see what he can do.
Flag already making it towards the palm tree side. Still a 1-0 lead in favor of Cloud9, but Snip3down will be hunted down. Bound once again getting a hold of a power-up. This time it's going to be the overshield. Takes down 1. Now
2.
Going in for the challenge. That's going to be a double kill, but a 3rd one funneling in to clean him up. No more overshield for FaZe. No more map control either.
I mean, the pressure out of FaZe has been relentless. Look at this scoreboard. We got plenty of slays coming out of Falcated with 17, Bound 21. It hasn't been enough for a clean pull. C9 so efficient on the defense. There comes yet another trade, right? The staggered push out of FaZe. If all 4 aren't committed, then it just does not seem to work.
Hold on, Alex. We're going to be talking about slays, and we're not going to talk about StelluR. 27 kills, 11 assists as well.
I'd let you do
it. If we talking slays, we talking slays.
StelluR's popping off, there's no doubt. Renegade with 20 as well. Both main slayers on their team. Eco, Pznguin doing what they need to do to give them the opportunities. And here goes Renegade with yet another kill on the Fal. 2 dead. Snip3down still getting aggressive, though. He's still got some positioning. If he delays his life, maybe. Oh, you know what? He won't be living much longer. Actually, I don't know how he made it out. He gets the locker. He'll draw attention long enough for Bound to keep doing things.
And now the pressure's on. There's 42 seconds on the clock. FaZe need to make something happen. They've been playing on offense multiple times. Cloud9 are the ones having to force FaZe out of their base, and somehow FaZe have not been able to capitalize, and time is not on their side. Falcated having one shot in front of him, but then it's like Cloud9 are multiplying. Is this a 4v5? I need to know.
I mean, this is the brutal reality of Bazaar CTF, right? Being able to lock down some of these spawners. If you get to the back of the base, the spawn's going to split either locker or over rocket side. And it's just about whether or not FaZe can predict and slow down these new spawners, especially with the weapons spawning up center map. Look at the timer, by the way, Tony. We are down to the final couple seconds of the game. These weapons, this flag, this is sudden death right here. C9, they save this. They save game 1 and go up 1-0 in the series, and it looks like that's exactly what will happen. C9, they fend off FaZe despite the pressure. They just don't go down.
Cloud9 playing that masterfully. It almost seemed like at a certain point in the game, Cloud9 were happy being up 1-0. They really started to place a massive defense on that mid-map and almost stopped pushing forward. FaZe Clan were always in their palms, always in their BR, but they weren't able to slay out. I love the aggression coming out of FaZe, but I mean, it didn't turn into anything.
I guess, I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe they did prioritize defense over offense towards the end of the game. But one thing's for sure, FaZe, like just relentless pressure, right? They would always have somebody in the back of the base. The moment that player died, he's replaced by somebody else, center map coming off of spawn, right? So they were very quick, very efficient in terms of getting slays and applying pressure and keeping the game on that side of the map. It was just never enough for a clean pull. They could never get it across center. And I think that just goes down to the efficiency of C9 and their ability to kind of weave on through and take pivotal kills to just slow them down enough to make it easy to get the return. But here's the stats. Let's see what we got on board here, Tony.
C9 doing a great job of clearing out FaZe, and I mean, you're seeing it on the kills. 27 kills out of StelluR, 22 out of Renegade. Let's talk about the assist as well, though. 12 with StelluR. 14 on Pznguin. As soon as that communication's coming in from Cloud9, you have multiple eyes trained on them. They're not letting a single one-shot get away, and that was one of the reasons why FaZe had such a hard time capitalizing on those flag pulls.
I really do think those Pznguin assists so pivotal at getting those returns, right? He's always the one getting in the way, finding ways to kind of sneak attack put just a little bit of extra damage on the FaZe to make it easy for somebody to, like StelluR, to clean up. StelluR also ruling the field on damage. They're upwards of 7K and what, 27, 28 kills to close that. So StelluR, unbelievable performance, and I'm sure it's
performance.
A StelluR. That's too easy. It was too easy, so I didn't go for it. StelluR performance, though, like you said, and no doubt one that will carry into game 2. But with the pressure we saw at a FaZe, I mean, that's some nice momentum for Slayer. Gives me some faith that there's some bounce back potential here.
Well, something tells me, though, that Cloud9 are willing to adapt their game style. You know, when I think of a team that's getting ultra aggressive, I usually think that's Cloud9, but it was FaZe the ones getting aggressive on Bazaar, and Cloud9 just perfectly content with slaying them out of the base and making things as hard as possible for them.
Sure.
Going into Slayer, I know for a fact that Cloud9 wants to dictate the pace. They're not going to allow FaZe to be comfortable, especially not here on live fire. Game number 2, 1-0 in favor of Cloud9. And if it goes 2-0, FaZe will really be in trouble. They need to make their stance here.
Well said, Tony. C9, they set the pace. They'll force FaZe to have to just react to the situations around them, and that is not a key to victory. FaZe, let's see what they can do to counter the snipe center map, the heat wave bottom mid. The most crucial weapons to control, but you can't forget about that power-up, the repulsor, the drop wall. So many goodies to fight over. We'll see how they control them.
The power does come on a delay as well, so they will have time to fight for that heat wave and that sniper first before having to commit their resources towards the left side of the map. They're seeing on screen here, Bound. Couple of initial shots, forced to take high ground immediately. Love that spot that he's using. Snip3down, keeping his eyes on the snipe. Makes sense.
But will he win the fight for it? Massive. Oh, somehow StelluR gets a sightline on the Bound to clean him up. That gives C9 freedom for snipe. In the meantime, bottom mid. Heat wave contested. Nice little drop combo coming out of Falcated as he gets aggressive as well. Unfortunately loses his life. Eco going to be the one to get away, I believe, with the heat wave. Bound still going for a double on the snipe, though. And that's a big play to stagger C9 and give him an OS as well.
Overshield, heat wave, and now the sniper rifle in the hands of Snip3down right now. He having all the goodies, and even seeing a player spawn over towards the green side of the map. Meanwhile, off the screen, Bound and Falcon getting back-to-back kills. The third one's going to fall. We only have one more left here for Cloud9. FaZe taking early control here on live fire.
Very efficient at a FaZe. You see the speed of the collapse on the B. They knew exactly where those split spawners would be, and they were there immediately, just suffocating them. That's Bound and Snip3down with 2, making 3 dead. Eco last one up. He does get a trade. But as the last player on the map, you can see him play safely. Spawns now forced back A. Snip3down, this is exactly where he wants them.
Falcated and Bound having 10 of their team's 11 kills at the moment. Snip3down gonna add 1, but FaZe do end up going 3 down. The drop weapon meta coming into effect. For those of you who don't know, dropping a weapon in Halo Infinite is a lot faster than switching it. Most of us have paddles set up so that we can do so, and you saw it just there in effect.
And you saw it with the Commando, which I think is being used more and more often. 5 shots in with Commando, swap to BR, clean them up. Very powerful. Eco got a powerful combo as well. Gonna deny access to tower. There goes Bound. Bubu will drop as well, and all of a sudden the tie game. And timing here pivotal. C9 working together when it matters most. They got access to OS.
You can get a couple of slays on Cloud9, but the one thing you always account for is that they are going to bounce back, whether it's early, whether it's late. At some point in time, Cloud9 will put up a fight. Renegade with the S7 in hand. That's going to be a no-scope. One more, trying to use the drop wall to stay alive. And Renegade, the movement coming in, almost able to get away towards bottom mid, but they're finally able to take him down.
That man is slippery. Almost got out of that situation. He did burn the snipe in the meantime, though. Gonna make things a little bit more limited for FaZe, but new snipe about to spawn. StelluR on top map, meantime, does have info on FaZe below. One on his right, though, and he can't quite deal with him. It's Snip3down, who's been a bane for the boys on C9 just a little bit, but still a close game regardless.
We did see a bit of repulse movement coming in out of FaZe. We're also seeing Pznguin with a beautiful flank, able to take down one. That one shot being so elusive, and then gonna drop a sticky right onto Pznguin. That's not the present he wanted to receive.
Definitely not. Not if you're C9. If you're Bubu, though, it's perfect. Snipe to work with, teammates out front. How do they set up to make things easy for Bubu, right? Drawing attention, opening up opportunities to connect with this snipe. Bubu, you'll see him likely reposition a couple times too, try to be ambiguous. Snip3down going to get aggressive for him, though. StelluR and Renegade, they drop 2. Snip3down alone. Can he get a trade? He cannot. 3 dead. Bubu last up. Does he play Snipe? Not sure. Actually, he's dead too. I take it back.
Wow.
Everything flipped in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, Bound ended up being that final player alive, and I mean, I like the snipe in the hands of bubu, especially with that tower side control, but Cloud9 not allowing him to breathe. Eco taking down 1, but he's quickly going to be dealt with as well. Pznguin coming right off the spawn and going in for this A house window control.
OS the point of contention. Oh, Pznguin knows there's somebody down there, though, that's for sure. He'll deal with him. Goes out in the trade, though. But where did the OS go? C9 on top of it. Not sure if FaZe slipped away. They're dying, though, left and right. There it is. Just to add insult to injury, right? They drop around the Slays. Renegade pops the OS. Little momentum string for C9 here in FaZe. They need to find a way to slow things down and force a couple trades.
Overshield in the hands of Renegade. He doesn't avoid the plasma pistol because that can neutralize it. Uses the wall in order to avoid that damage, but finally ends up losing his overshield. Still able to hit the kill. Now gets a double kill. Does Renegade. The main Slayer starting to heat up as the third one going to go down. A triple kill being earned by Renegade to get that top mid control. Cloud9 are on a roll.
The man is so aware. So damn efficient. Just doing damage everywhere he absolutely can. Holding down center map because of it. You can see FaZe have slowed to a crawl in reaction. 6 kill advantage C9 have earned. FaZe cannot afford mistakes. They got to shoot together or die together at this rate. Renegade's still going.
And although Renegade on a killing spree, can we talk about Falcated having half of his team's kills by himself?
Wow,
Falcated really trying to make something happen, and so is StelluR getting a killing spree of his own via a double kill. 3 out of 4 members for the boys in blue go down. They know he's hiding there, and they're gonna get sent for a swim. It's getting sweaty. That might have been a favor.
Bubu, you are not safe. You'll be back in less than 10 seconds, but only to die again at this rate. C9, they just seem unstoppable. 11 kill advantage game 2. And despite the pressure we saw out of FaZe early on, it just doesn't seem like enough to stop these boys. Bound with 2, though. There's an answer.
Bound and FaZe trying to stay alive toward the sandbag side, but Eco still able to hunt him down. Snip3down now losing his partner in crime. Going to be forced to back down and try to play his life because they have to find some way to slow this game down. And literally Cloud9 are 6, make that 5 kills away from taking the game. FaZe will have to play near perfect Halo in order to come back. Jeez.
I don't see it in the cards anymore, Tony. 48, Renegade with the snipe. And I think it's just a matter of whether or not he ends it in style. Oh, there goes 1.
That's down for you.
Final kill in the game. It's just who will get it. Looks like Pznguin is the one to do it. And once again, C9, they find dominance in game 2, 50-35.
We were almost worried that Renegade would have asked some style. How dare we not know that Renegade
Should I even worry?
The style master.
You know it's going to be stylish.
He's a sharp dresser.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a holistic endeavor, I guess, to be stylish, not just in-game, outside, too. He could have maybe gone for a little 360 if he really wanted to up the ante. Repulsor 360, no scope, close the game. I mean, by all means, against one of the best teams in Infinite, it would be pretty, it would be insulting if he did it. But 2-0 at this point. It's a best-of-5 series. FaZe, unfortunately for them, they have not been able to answer, and they seem to be kind of declining, if anything, unfortunately.
We'll save the 360 no scopes for
game
play.
3? Oh, pool play? Okay.
We're in champ bracket now,
Not grand finals against Optic, or you know what I mean, when it really matters.
I've been imagining this now. Let's go to the stats, because the stats are really going to tell a story on how this game was played. And on the one thing, Falcated.
I mean, wow.
16 kills. That's what pops out to me.
It can't not pop out to you. It's pretty unbelievable at a foul. What I'd be curious to see is what the damage looked like on the team, though, because I only can assume that Fal got some help with the kills, and you can see not too lopsided in the damage category, right? Snip3down almost dead even with him, despite having not even like half the slays. So just goes to show that FaZe are all shooting together. Fal is great at putting themselves in the perfect position to clean up the kills. In the end of the day, though, you don't want to see one player with 16 and the rest of them kind of struggling, for sure. Inefficiency there. And then in the meantime, I mean, C9, nothing but efficiency. Yeah. And it only seems to continue on that trajectory as the series goes on. This might be the last game, Tony.
Nothing but efficiency is right. 29 of the team's 50 kills were assisted. So although we know that Cloud9 are an incredibly individually talented team, they're counting on that teamwork. They're baiting and switching. They're flying together towards their opponents. And when they don't have a teammate with them, they're slowing things down, waiting for someone to come off the spawn and pushing together. That's where the small talk comes in. One thing I noticed with Cloud9, you'll hear a lot less call-outs per minute, but you'll hear nothing but valuable comms coming out of C9.
They are a quieter team, I think, in comparison to something like Optic, which can be a little bit busier with the comms, but also very controlled, very well paced. C9, they know exactly what they're doing. I think they're very good at reading the scenarios around them, just working off each other almost instinctually. And we'll see what they do here in Game 3. Tony, this is Oddball Recharge, what might be the final game in the series. And maybe thankfully for FaZe, there's multiple rounds in this game. Maybe that means just a little bit more time to get it together.
My brain can't even fathom the idea of FaZe getting swept. We're talking about a team with FaZe's caliber, but they're going up against Cloud9.
I mean, Tony, I hate to say it, but just go back yesterday, Friday night, Optic did the same thing. There's some damn dominant teams in Halo Esports, and C9, they're one of them. FaZe, they got to be up to the challenge. This is their final opportunity to do so. We got multiple, both bubu bound, moving quick off the opening.
That's not right of you. You didn't have to bring up last night.
Hey, I mean...
Hey, you didn't have to do that. That was me.
I'm a brutally honest man. What can I say, Tony? When it comes to competition, there's a winner and a loser. There's nothing in between.
Well, even in this duo, you're the winner. I'm the loser here.
I mean, I consider we're a team, all right? It's a duo.
We always stay.
The real win is good gameplay, so let's see it.
Bubu Dubu shock rifle in hands off a screen. We do see 2 down going for FaZe, but the same for Cloud9. The difference being that FaZe still willing to grab the ball, even though they don't have the exact numbers. They got the ball, they're rotating toward the goal side, but Snip3down is starting to catch some shots all the way towards the whirlpool side of the map.
And what you like to see is an early pickup out of FaZe with the ball, and an early kill out of Bubu Dubu. He's got a shock to work with too. Let's turn this into more. Foul, clean it up. Shields now ripped off of C9, but here comes Renegade with an aggressive challenge. And he'll take it too. There goes Bubu. Very quickly, C9, they'll find advances on the ball here.
Pznguin tries to advance forward towards top gold. A well-placed grenade gonna put him down to 1 shot, but the second one not gonna come in for the cleanup. Cloud9 now trying to rotate that ball all the way towards gold and maybe towards the A side of the map because they're feeling the pressure coming from Longhorn. That's exactly what they do. Pznguin grabs that ball, gets towards the back gold, and now is getting it toward the A side of the map. Not only that, getting valuable points, but it's also making a longer rotation to come in from FaZe Clan.
Sure, very quick, very efficient, working around the team. And the moment he's in trouble, you see Pznguin toss the ball out to center map. Keep things difficult for FaZe to retrieve. All while it happens, Eco just looking to line up a couple kills in the meantime. Camo about to spawn. Grapple out, that would have been wild if he hit it, but because he didn't, I think that was Bound who then earned it. Camo still out though. Renegade, you can see he's got a vantage point to protect it.
2 down for each of the teams. Another assist comes on the board, so a fresh 2 down for FaZe. And again, the communication coming out of Cloud9. The moment a 1 shot is called out, somebody's in position to hunt them down. They do not allow you to get away with your life. Cloud9 not going for the early ball off of the reset, rotating it towards Longhorn. So the exact opposite we saw before. Before we saw that ball rotated towards the opposite side of the Longhorn spawners. Now we see it move towards Longhorn. Just cheeky time coming in for Cloud9.
I mean, both teams so efficient, but like you said, C9 recognizing that little window of opportunity to get to the ball. Not only that, they rotated it out to center, tried to drop it out when they were losing numbers. Made things difficult for FaZe, but FaZe do pull away with it. Some time on the board for them. They're about to be in trouble. Bubu with an early toss. And part of the reason why he tossed that ball off, look at where Foul and Bound are. They're ready for the new spawn ball. Bound with the grapple as well. What a play out of FaZe to coordinate that. But doesn't matter, right? C9, they're just ready. StelluR comes in with the flank. He cleans it up, and now it's his ball.
That's one of those plays that look really good on paper. It was really good. The execution comes in. And I think Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Oh, man. StelluR, he'll drop a haymaker, I guess. Maybe. Oh, what? What happened? Can I get a replay?
If you're ever getting sword lunge, try to duck behind a box, duck behind the wall. Make sure that wall breaks the lunge, because sometimes you get some crazy moments just like that. 3 down for FaZe. We still see ball in the hands of Cloud9, but Eco will be the first one to fall. And whenever a team breaks their setup, they always look for that first pick. Maybe they can get this ball out of Cloud9's hands.
You know what, Tony? I don't think Master Chief's biggest opponent is Eshram. I think it's just geometry. You know, just a corner. That's all it takes to stop a melee and save. What is it? Installation 7? I don't know my Halo lore, Tony. I do know my Halo esports though, and I know Fal's got a chance here if he holds on to this.
50-32 lead in favor of Cloud9. Falcated is still holding on to this ball, and like you mentioned before, holding it onto the C side of the map, so as soon as the pressure comes, that ball goes right off the map like you just saw, and we're forced into a reset situation. If Cloud9 want to commit to the ball, they'll have to do so with everybody having sights on it, but Pznguin doesn't care.
Oh, I mean, he does. He cares about that ball, that's for sure. He protects it as he makes it up to Attic. Renegade here to cover him as well. Big pickup on this Snip3down. He's got the camo as well. Good opportunity to make a couple plays with it. The last thing you want is for him to get a shock. So bubu with the quick shutdown. FaZe with the shock in hand. Notice that timer, Tony. Just about a minute 45 to work with here. Things about to get dicey. FaZe still looking to get hands on him. You can see Fal is alone here. His entire team across the map. But maybe it doesn't matter. The man just hits shots.
Beautiful shot coming in out of Falcated, but not able to hold on to that shock rifle. It does end up going down, and notice how Cloud9 not even committing to it. At this point, what's more important to them is to hold on to this gold side setup and make sure nobody's able to rotate. I believe a spawner came from long haul, might have picked up that shock rifle. Pznguin putting the commando to use, ends up getting the melee kill, taking down one, and Eco trying to milk every last part of that ball time as he tries to play his life. Gets right up to bat ledge. 3 down for FaZe Clan. That was almost a pseudo play ball situation, but now Eco has it back in hands, and like you said, 5 more seconds. Round number 1 going to Cloud9.
The efficiency out of C9, undeniable, Tony. They put it together, they'll take the first round, and you could just see Eco, he was ready to do anything in that moment, either drop the ball and slay or pick it up for his team. In the end, C9, they ice up, as expected, but this is it, do or die for FaZe. They need to bounce back here, or it's it for the tournament tonight, or for Saturday night at least.
It's tough. FaZe Clan aren't playing bad whatsoever. Cloud9 are playing exceptional right now. They are playing simply winning Halo. They're 1 round away. And something has to change for FaZe. They need to find some kind of energy, some kind of momentum, something to slow down Cloud9. You're seeing it across the board. Pznguin getting a big kill. Renegade bringing someone down to 1 shot with the shock rifle. Nobody going down for Cloud9, and that just means easy time for them, Alex.
They might need to shut down StelluR, I think. I mean, Renegade's probably going to make a play in just a second with that shock. But StelluR has been flanking them constantly and opening up the map consistently. He's got 3 on the board already with Slice. And it's been such a nuisance. It broke their setup earlier when they tried to play ball and pick it up immediately. FaZe thought they had an opening, but StelluR was ready. And C9, they continue to own the map, the ball, and the shock.
Renegade getting a double kill off the screen with the shock rifle, holding on to the gold side control. Meanwhile, off the screen, Eco takes down 1. We see bubu dubu fall as well, and this has been complete control in favor of Cloud9. It's a 40-0 run. Where's the energy?
Oh, non-existent. We've got 2 geese on the side of FaZe. They need to wake up or die. Trade goes out center map, ball time still ticking, make it 50 for C9 as Fal looks for an opening. Oh, he finds a shock sight line. That ain't good. Renegade does die. That might have been the one with the shock rifle, so Bound will pick it up. You can see the ball start to rotate to elevator. So elusive, C9, they know exactly when to move. But the Slays come in and FaZe, I think their first opportunity for ball is here.
Oh my gosh, rotating the ball and getting a kill with it. They said FaZe needs to wake up, and let me tell you, Cloud9 are woke. They woke up and chose violence.
Apparently, Renegade knew exactly where to go off spawn as well. He burns the camo. FaZe do have some time. A scrappy setup. You can see multiple out bottom mid, but a big pickup out of Bound. Nice little double. That'll secure some time for it. Fal set up and pipes. Snip3down, bubu down below. How does C9 play it? Looks like they'll send their numbers to A. Expect a flank out through long haul as well. And Fal, you can see he's already prepared for it.
FaZe, despite not having control in this game, they're still one good setup away from not only tying the game, but maybe taking the lead here. Bound going in for the ninja off of the enemy player, going for the clamber. Falcated trying to get the melee, and not going to be able to do so. Falcated goes down. Bubu dubu does as well. Renegade getting the kill with the shock rifle, grappling the ball and passing it towards his teammates. He has some more work to be done.
When's the last time you saw the shock rifle in FaZe's hands, Tony? I don't think we've seen it in their hands all round. Yesterday. No, Fal had it for a split second last round, but I mean, Renegade's been controlling it ever since. Oh, finally they take him before he does anything too brutal. They'll pick up the ball, but it's still scrappy. Pznguin will drop. Thanks to Falcated bubu dubu, they've got a chance for a setup yet again, but 73 for C9, a slight mistake, and that could be it.
Clean round of slays coming in out of FaZe. This should net at least 18 to 20 seconds worth of ball time. But a second round of slays, and they're right back in it, and they have to be. They're fighting for their winner's bracket live. Snip3down getting a big kill to Bound. That's going to be a double kill coming from Snip3down, taking down 2 on Cloud9. And we see bubu dubu take down the third. More ball time going in favor of FaZe Clan.
Snip3down, he tucks himself behind the box, and what does he do? What he does best, just hits his shots. And that'll put them down and fend them off temporarily. 63 and counting his FaZe, still fighting for their life. Snip3down, unfortunately, not ready for this one, though. A little flank into elevator. They'll start to drop left and right. Bubu dubu in a last-ditch effort. He's got to toss the ball out center. But can he stay alive and milk his life? Not quite. StelluR takes it, and watch how quickly C9 will transfer that ball. At least the camo's up, but can they get to it?
Camouflage is up and Snip3down able to get it in hands, but like you said, time not on their side. They need to get the ball out of the hands of Cloud9. Snip3down taking a little bit of a longer route. Has to deal with the shock rifle player first. Back smack onto StelluR. Still 2 players in front of him. One has the ball in hand, and the other has a sword. Slice and dice.
That's the game, I think, right there.
Dealing with Snip3down.
Tony, final second. They can't get to it. C9, they shut them down. And FaZe, they'll try again, but it's just not enough. Tony, there's layers to this. We saw it with Optic on Friday. Now we see it with C9 today on Saturday. I think we just need to see Optic and C9 play. I think it's about time.
Well, we might see it soon. I mean, if things keep going the way they are, you know, semifinals into the winners finals, they could match up. Cloud9 absolutely going insane. You hear the crowd behind us. We got some Cloud9 fans in the chat.
Understandably, I think after they win 2 in a row and they're pushing the 3-peat, I hope they got some fans at this point. But read them and weep. The stats on board for the series, I mean, a pretty comfortable performance out of C9. 1-0 Bazaar CTF, definitely one that went the distance. But 50-35 StelluR, they pulled that one away. And then Oddball Recharge, despite the efforts from FaZe, they were always fighting from the back foot, Tony.